Majorly trading with neighbors and more. These are the golden, trade of the horse. Motherfucker, man, man, Samusa. Yeah, man, Samusa. Drip with gold, nigga, man, Samusa. Yeah, man, Samusa. On a caravan, man, Samusa. Yeah, man, Samusa. Move Molly in the land, man, Samusa. Traffic in the gold while I'm traveling the globe. Gold around my neck, West African for sure. I've been doing this before the crackers even know. The swagger that I own is blacker than the coal. Grinding and shining way back to my little age. Swagger that I had.
There we go.
To the middle age. Started at the bottom, now I'm back on the top. Went around the world and brought it back to the block. Shit to the Hall of Fame, induct you. I'm the man in the land of Timber.
All right, there we go. There we go. There we go.
Nigga, my whip's not rented, dude.
All right, man. Yeah, we're going to late night show. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's popping, y'all? What's good? What's good? So LA. Yo, this is So LA, where we're the soul of LA. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it in. Real late night show. You know what I'm saying? Late night show. Seeing what's up with y'all. Seeing what's good. What's good. What's good. LA, man. LA rappers, man. Ready for war. I'm a Nebuchadnezzar if you're ready for more. Mentally shook. Tend to be crooks. Embassy took. History books. Man Samusa. Man Samusa. Yeah, man Samusa. Yo, what up, man? I know it's late. Yeah, we just getting it in. I was like, man, I was in the crib. I was gonna do a show tomorrow. But I was like, man, I'm gonna get it in on some late night shit, man. So shout out to everybody that's out there. This is my song, Man Samusa, playing. Yeah, in VA, early morning, man. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. In LA, it is, oh, shit, let me turn that off. In LA, it is 4 o'clock. And my wife's in the bed, so if she wake up and see me not there, she gonna be mad, motherfucker. But any which way, what's good, y'all? What's good, man? I was just thinking, I was like, yo, these rappers out here in LA, and where you're at too, but rappers in LA have to move tactically. You know, they have to move tactically. All right, so, you know, they're already saying that they're gangsters, you know what I'm saying? And their team has to, you know what I'm saying? But rappers are going to have to move different out here. All right, let me give you an example of some of the things I'm talking about. First of all, before we get started, I want to say rest in peace to Drakeo the Ruler. I want to say rest in peace to Slim 400. And I want to say rest in peace to Red Rum 781. Yo, good morning, Celise, man, good morning. You about to get up and go to work? Shout out to you. All right, 100%. All right. So, you know, I want to say rest in peace. I'm here. All right. So, hey, brothers, man. I remember Yuck Mouth, he is a rapper from the Loonies. He did a live stream. And this was when Slim 400 died. He goes, "Is being a rapper the most dangerous profession?" You know? And he was just like, you know, in his world, he was like, man, rapper, man, it's a dangerous profession. And it most definitely is, but it's not all the rappers. It's just you gangster niggas, man. Remember, the energy you put out into the world is the energy you get back, right? We know this, right? The words that we say, right, end up creating our reality around us. We know this, right? This stuff isn't like super metaphysical. You know what I'm saying? We understand that, you see, because they say our words are like worlds, okay? And we are casting spells. You know how like when we spell words, So yeah, we spell words. In spelling words, we are creating spells, right? You know, and then once you spell words together, right? Like especially in movies, you create a cast, right? So you have your so you have your spells, and then you cast your spells, right? You cast your spells. So these words are spirits. This is stuff that you know what I'm saying, that our ancestors have told us coming down from Egypt. Words are spirits. So the words that we put out there, they say, watch your thoughts, for they can become your words. Watch your words, because they can become actions, and watch your actions because they can become your life. All right. So, you know, first of all, we have to be very clear. The music that we make is toxic. And, you know, I like it, you like it, but we just have to be flat out honest. We have to be honest with ourselves. The music is toxic, right? Shoot a nigga, kill a nigga, like, right? How many times is the universe going to hear you say, shoot a nigga, kill a nigga, I shoot a nigga with Air Jordans, fights don't matter, I put 33 bands on a nigga's head, and like, it's going to come a point where like the universe is like, oh, okay, like death. Okay, here's some death. Because we are gods. We're here creating whatever we want to create. And if you're busy taking, spending your time creating all of this death, then that's what happens. Now, that's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I put up on the list, I said, RIP Drakeo, Slim 400, Red Rum, and Nipsey Hussle. All right. Nipsey Hussle is, considered a hero to the woke community, to Los Angeles, and hip hop in general. He was a winner. He did it right. Although he claimed a gang, he did not let the gangster identity make his music, right? His music was more so about hustling, black economics, real estate, assets, grinding, you know what I'm saying, motivation to make money, what to do when you get your money. It's economic achievement and progress. That was at the heart of it. A simple person would say, "Oh, Nipsey Hussle was all gangbanging." A simple person would say that. He was absolutely much more than that. Salih said, "It's evident in children with depression and suicide music influences." Yes. Okay. So let's think of this for a second. So we have alchemy. Okay. Now remember, anytime you hear a word with al, those are Arabic words. And anytime you hear Arabic words, I want you to think of black people, or so-called black people, because this is the language we spoke before we were enslaved. Arabic is a highly mathematic and scientific and get money language. Okay. The words that we say in English from Arabic are all high-end words like alchemy and alchemical and astronomy and even coffee, because coffee makes money. You sell coffee, right? Tangerines, all the produce is all Arabic words. But then all the high scientific words, alcohol, anything algebra, algorithm, all those are scientific words. Excuse me. And so anytime you hear those words, I want you to think of our ancestors, because it certainly wasn't the pale skin Arab. He just came on the scene. So in an alchemical process, some people say alchemy is the ability to turn anything into gold. But really what it is the idea to change the base structure of an element. Okay? It's the ability to change one element into another. Let's give you an example. Tylenol. Tylenol is a pill, right? Acetaminophen, it's a pill, simple, but it comes from some sort of herb or plant or whatever. What they do is this: they take the plant, or they take the natural element, whatever it is. usually something from the rainforest, right? Some sort of plant. And then they dissect it, and so what they do is they separate it, they break it down to each element, and they segregate and separate each element. Okay, so imagine that Tylenol has 30 different elements. Now with those 30 elements, now that's now become a scientist. A double element 2, triple element 3, have 7 of element 2, and put in a half of element 4, and come up with a little bit of element 11. Put it all together, and now you have a Tylenol. So at the heart of what I'm saying is repetition. Repetition is at the heart. See, these are Masonic symbols and sentimentism. Excuse me. So the ability to repeat. That right there is an alchemical process. Once you take something, you break it down, right? And then you use repetition over and over again. You can recreate something. Like when you get a hammer, you keep hitting it with a hammer, and you change it, right? You keep putting heat on it. Heat. You use the repetition. So in music, it has the repetition, right? Every 4 bars, you hear a clap or a snare or a kick drum. All of it is science, all of it. But then when we start using the human words, then when we introduce the human words, the human spirit, now we start getting into everybody talking about Illuminati and spirit. Yo, man, the music alone is all you need to worry about. Don't worry about all that Illuminati stuff. The music alone is high-end technology. Okay, so you begin to repeat yourself, right? I take my bands and I shoot a nigga. Some fun and I shoot a nigga. Right? You start saying that over and over and over again. You start programming yourself. You don't think the music execs and these high-end scientists, they know this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Certain songs, man, you can't play certain songs in certain environments, right? If you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, man, you couldn't play Nuck If You Buck or certain songs because just the frequencies and the elements will create all hell. It'll create all hell. So I say all that to say, playing with these rhythms and chanting death and destruction and it's highly effective, especially if you want to destabilize a family or a nation or a community. And the worst thing you could do is give that to a child, right? Because a child is a developing mind. Or let's be honest, man, I'm a parent. My son is 8 years old. We have to be very careful. I mean, we're not angels, man. We let we let him hear curse words here and there, of course, because that's the real world. But certain messages we can't let him hear, right? And our music is probably one of the only ones that is so gosh darn toxic. Yo, shout out Ronald. What's up, Ronald Barber? Yes, Salise and Zamia. Shout out to you guys. All right, so basically, I say all that to say we have to be very, very careful. We have to hold ourselves responsible. Here on my channel, I don't spend much time blaming white people. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that, we have a history and stuff like that, but it's my understanding that we all are gods ourselves and we must fix our own condition. So I do a show on caffeine. That's my main show. That's how I make my money. I have a show on caffeine. And towards the end of the show, I thought about this idea right here. How rappers have to move tactically. Rappers have to move like tacticians. No, like we have to take this thing seriously. Rappers have to move differently, especially out here in Los Angeles. Y'all dig what I'm saying? Especially out here in Los Angeles, rappers have to move differently. All right, some of the things that rappers, in my humble opinions, certain things that rappers need. All right, first of all, rappers are going to have to stop giving up their location. That's number one. Rappers must stop. Accountability starts with self. That's right. The very first thing is you have to stop giving up your location. Now, location doesn't mean where you are at that moment. Okay? That, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't really tell people where I'm at. They can't, you know what I'm saying? Don't let people even know where you've been. You see what I'm saying? Because, all right, so one thing is like, so you're on live, right? You notice how Drakeo the ruler, every time he was on live, you could not see no streets behind him. Very smart. Because not only is it, oh, that's where he is right now. No. What happens is human beings, we're based on patterns. And if I notice it's a Monday and you over there by the donut shop, well, maybe perhaps next Monday you'll be by the donut shop. You see what I'm saying? Perhaps you're picking up, maybe you're paying rent, maybe you're running an errand, right? Excuse me. So, giving up your location. Sometimes that may be throwing off your location. Hey, y'all, I'm out of town in Atlanta right now. Sometimes it's not just for the haters. Sometimes you got to watch out for the frenemies. Sometimes you have to change your location for your frenemies. For them niggas that are close to you, but the niggas that plot on you. You got to keep your locations. I don't know where the nigga at. Another thing. Ain't no going live in the house. Ain't no more going live in the house. No more of that. Ain't no more going live in the house. It's too much stuff that can let people know where you at. I can see outside a window and get an idea. You dig? Maybe there might be some mail around. It might be a phone number on a TV screen for somewhere, a computer screen. For whatever reason, rappers have to stop giving out their location. Okay? If you give out your location, you must, I don't know, you got to change it up. Okay, that's number one. Number two, Drakeo the ruler, let me tell you what happened. How he got caught. This goes for trials. You have to stop putting the stuff that you own for real. You gotta, damn, we got some bots. Damn. The stuff that you own, you have to get the stuff that you own, take that out of videos, especially things that have registrations. Yo, Islam, keep going, family. Islam, I appreciate that. Mo. So, okay, what does that mean? Guns have registrations. You want to keep that out of purview. You want to keep that out of the screen. You have to move tactically, rappers. Okay, I have story after story of rappers getting locked up because they posted serial numbers for stolen guns with bodies, dirty guns, the whole nine, guns with serial scratched off, the whole nine. The police are sitting back, they're just waiting for you brothers to post pictures with guns. Also, cars. This is the main thing, cars. Because cars have, first, when we're shooting these videos, these are high definition videos. And the police and the agencies and your haters have high tech information. If your VIN number is through a certain window, they might be able to grab that motherfucker, man. Drakeo the ruler, rest in peace. They found the getaway car at a crime. They found it in the latest video he put out at that time. At that time, he put out, I forget what it was. They were dressed up in monkey suits or whatever. And so when he got into it with them Inglewood guys, when he actually shot somebody, or supposedly, it was a black Mercedes seen leaving. So the police go to his, you know what I'm saying, his website, his Instagram or whatever. They saw his latest rap video and saw that same car in that video. No more. Guys, there's a rapper here in Inglewood. He's always showing off his cars. He got shot in traffic. And then when he came back out, you know what I'm saying, barely able to walk, he started showing off his new cars. And everybody said, hey, that's what you got. You shot the first time. And then he's acting like he's smarter than that. Oh, man, yeah, I got tons of cars. Man, come on, man. You know you made a mistake. It's your ego and your vanity. Your ego and your vanity just wanted to show to people, hey, I got another car. You know what I'm saying? Even though I've been shot, I got another car. Brother, we have to move tactically. We have to move tactically. All right, another thing. So that goes for guns and cars and other things that have registrations on it. All right, another thing, we're going to have to do something with the jewelry. Okay? The jewelry is causing too many problems. Okay, let's wear the jewel. We might have to, here's the thing. I was going to say, sometimes you might have to rock costume jewelry, but it doesn't matter, man. The jewelry alone, the wolves are coming for it. You know what I'm saying? Because it looks real. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if you're chilling by yourself or you just got one or two homies, you can't be iced up, man. No more of that shit. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be like, man, I wear my tools. I don't tuck my jewels and da. Listen, man, if it's just you and your boy, especially you not really on nothing, you just running errands, you just floating through the city, there's no reason. You know what I'm saying? You must take off the jewels. Now, you got to keep a fucking bucket. That's another thing. You got to keep a fucking bucket. You know what I'm saying? You got to move out here as if, like, you got to blend in with the people. Matter of fact, this is what landlords do. Because imagine a landlord, right? Let's say you're a landlord and you got yourself a Porsche Cayenne and somebody, you know what I'm saying, and you're going to go pick up rents. You're going to your property to pick up rents. You go and you're coming through in a Porsche Cayenne. You think them people gonna, you know what I'm saying, keep paying you rents on time? You know what I'm saying? When you come through flossing like that, you give niggas a reason to not pay you. I remember one time I was in the Inglewood. I was like rolling up some trees, and it was, you know, like in a crowded, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, ghetto part of Inglewood, you know what I'm saying? And I saw an Ethiopian man, you know, because out here, these Ethiopians, they control the taxi game. And I saw my man pull up, you know what I'm saying? At first I thought it was like Nipsey's father, you know, this guy, you know what I mean? I kind of knew him or whatever. Anyway, he looked just like him. And he pulled up and I was just looking, you know what I'm saying? And he got out of the taxi. And I was like, oh, man, good man. You know what I'm saying? Good hard day work. You feel me? He's probably up and down over there by the airport. You know what I'm saying? Well, this is long before COVID. You know, he's working with the peoples. You know what I'm saying? I was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? So the brother got out the car. You know what I'm saying? He closed the door, whatever. He had modest clothes on. He took out his keys and he went, doot, doot, and he opened his car. That shit was whatever year it was that year's big body Mercedes Benz, nigga. Mercedes Benz. I said to the brother, so we can just stop. People just need to pause collectively in my dream. True. So he walked into his Benz. Beautiful. It was like a purplish kind of color. I said, hey, man, I was like, you can't let them see you in that all the time. He goes, exactly, man. He was like, you know, sometimes I come through in this, sometimes I come through in this. Man, because, yo, man, too many haters, man. You like this, man. Niggas, I guess the rappers feel like they got to floss all the time. Nigga, flossing all the time. Yo, flossing, the game was never flossing all the time. The game, that was never a part of the game. The game was never 24 flossing. You know what I'm saying? The game wasn't 24 floss, and the game was floss when it's game time. You feel me? So see, that's the thing, man. You gotta have fuck it buckets, and sometimes you gotta like not have the jewels. You don't have to, because there's a difference between impressing people and shitting on people. Okay? There's a difference. There's a difference between inspiring people and antagonizing people. What the fuck do it seem like, man? It's midday, you know what I'm saying? And you coming through Watts or, you know what I'm saying, some other side of town, dumb ice jewels, and them kids, you barely even got money to pay for, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they want. Shit don't make no sense. Like, that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're making yourself a victim. Anyway, now, all the crews, another one. Rappers have to move tactically. Rappers have to move militant. Another way. What we must do. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He said flossing becomes get back. Another thing. The version of chess that we play is backwards. Like the version of chess that we're playing a European version of chess. Now, it was the Moors who brought chess in through France, especially after some of the wars, and that was introduced into Europe. Now, in the European form of chess, the king makes one move around, and the queen can go anywhere, and she could do anything. She's you know what I mean? She's the most important piece. But in our version of chess, it was the other way around. The idea was to keep the woman protected and keep the woman in her confined area nice and safe so she can nurture and raise a family, which is a nation, on her own. And it was the king's job, right? So the queen would just move one step at a time, and it was the king that moved all over. Okay? It was the king that was able to move. So what we have to do is we have to think like that. If you are, let's say it's a crew of y'all and your homie gets big, your homie is the meal ticket. He must be protected at all times. Okay? It's just like football. You got to create a pocket for him so he could throw, make a pocket so he could, you feel me? He could do play actions. You know what I mean? He could do his audibles. So he could do what's up with these bots, man? These fucking weird ass bot niggas. You see this shit? Anyway. Let me see. Yeah. Anyway. All right. So the main money. So in this situation, we'll talk about Drakeo. Let me, I'm gonna open up the phone lines in a minute if you guys want to call in and talk. All right. What else? Yes. So the moneymaker, the brother that's bringing in the money and the notoriety and the attention. He is the one that must not go to jail, get injured, or pass away, because it ends everything for everybody. Imagine if Nipsey was still alive, man. He probably would have made another $1 million for his niggas, man. What's it been, 2 years now? He probably would have grossed another like $2 million. You feel me? So remember, imagine if it was somebody else, you know what I'm saying, that took the charge or something like that. So there is no reason for the main rapper, the main moneymaker, the leader, the so-called leader. That's another thing. We have to move tactically. Just because the guy's making the most money and he's getting the attention doesn't mean he's the leader. That's another thing. You see, a lot of times you see that happens. And so I'm seeing the baby, and the baby is hella arrogant. He's hella cocky. You can't tell that nigga nothing. And because of that, he be making bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? For one, nobody could tell him nothing. That's a problem. Not all, yeah, I mean, like, you know, sometimes in most situations, you know what I'm saying, the breadwinner like that is the leader. But in some situations, it's not always like that. All right, so what do the rappers have to do? There is no reason why let's just call it like Drakeo in our situation, that Drakeo should be fighting frontline. No way whatsoever. I don't give a hell about no gangbang shit, no manhood shit. Brother, you not fighting. I'm sorry. We're gonna get you out of here. Like what happened when Snoop heard it was commotion? They said Snoop got the F out of there. That's what they said. They said Snoop got the fuck up out of there. Is Snoop not fucking around? Snoop, you know what I'm saying? Snoop probably made, you know what I'm saying, $1 million in the past year. Hell no. That's the moneymaker. We get him out of there. Let the other niggas stay there and fight and do all of that stuff. So no frontlining. No more frontlining. All right, now, one thing that a lot of the rappers, that's what I was thinking for real, of course, man. Now, it should be determined who will catch the case. You should already have that worked out. If there's a case to, somebody has to catch a case, it's going to be you. It's so therefore, when it happens, you're not thinking on the fly. You must bulletproof at least one car or truck. Okay? You must keep a car or a truck non-descriptive. Tactically. You can't, I'm sorry, rest in peace to Young Dolph. But even a 5-year-old child could point out Young Dolph a mile away because he had the camo Lamborghinis and stuff. You have a camouflage Lamborghini in Memphis. That's not moving tactically. Now, the reason why I don't fault Young Dolph is because he knew exactly what he was up to, and he as a man chose to do these things. He didn't go out stupid. He deliberately just wanted to. That's what he did. He knew what was the cost. He knew he got shot. He's been in hospitals with bullets in him. He knows what that's like. You know what I'm saying? He knows that they shot his whip up 100 times. You feel me? Hey, hold on one second, y'all. All right, cool. All right, let me open up the phone lines, man. Here's the phone number for those that want to call in and discuss. This is So LA, we're the soul of LA. We're talking about how rappers out here in Los Angeles must move tactically. They must move tactically. You know what I'm saying? They must move militantly. And I'm trying to give reasons and explanations. All right, now, another thing that these rappers must do. Another thing is training. So I believe that these crews, like a Dipset, oh man, allergies. Let's see. What happened to having a lookout in the lot? That's right. Tactical is less contact too. It's the smarter version of action. That's right, brother. That is absolutely right. Man. Yeah, man. Like sometimes that means you might have to have some sisters out there. That means like you must send a detail to the venue before you get there to know the entrances and exits. You have to have a nondescript car that we don't know who's in that motherfucker. That's the biggest thing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So so every crew, because the label is not going to do it for you, every crew must like learn the logistics of security details. Right, like certain theories. Let's see, I'm not like into security and that kind of stuff, but there's theories like never get your back in the wall, never go into a room you can't get out of, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. You know what I'm saying? But like there's agencies out here that will train you for sure. So all that money you got, go ahead and do it. Invest in some bulletproof vests. Like it's so sad that we have to talk like this. But our rappers are dying. Our rappers are getting shot. Right? We must do something about this. So it's like this, rappers, think of it. Now remember, it's not all the rappers. It's not the conscious rappers. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and them. Nah. It's the gangster rappers. It's the trap rappers, right? So use gangster. Use it around a bunch of gangsters. Y'all niggas is playing gangster games. All right, then you got to go all the way with the gangster games. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to get, you know what I mean? You got to think military minded. You know what I'm saying? You must go to a gun range. You know what I mean? Oh, look at this. Perfect example. Yo, that Drakeo shit. You know what it taught me? Or you know what it should teach people? What you gonna do when you can't shoot? What you gonna do when you can't shoot, beloved? What's your hand-to-hand combat game like? Real shit. What's your hand-to-hand combat game like? Knives, batons, bricks, pipes. You feel me? Swords, daggers, force multipliers. You feel me? What's your hand-to-hand game like? Your knuckle game. You know what I'm saying? Grappling. What's your stamina? Niggas gotta get their stamina up. You know what I'm saying? You use a gangster or whatever, but you out of shape. You this gangster, you know what I'm saying? You sip too much lean, smoke too much weed, pop too many perks. Nigga, you can't even go a decent, you feel me? Y'all niggas just running back the other way. Nigga, go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? Get some steroids, nigga. Go ahead and get some D-ball or some testosterone or something. Those are the drugs you should be getting. Go get some Masterone or something. Go get some man juice, nigga. Go get some testosterone, man, and work out, man. Yeah, your formation. Yeah. So like they're you know what I'm saying? There's companies, they have like tactical assignments and procedures, and I'm gonna look that up too. I'm gonna look it up too. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell you what to do, what not to do. You feel me? All of that. Another thing, very simply, you need to know how to diffuse situations quickly. That's basically all that we talking about. How to diffuse situations quickly, such as, you know what I'm saying, with my hand, where can I hit you to make you fall down, to disable you, right? Is there, what can I kick your knee in to break your leg where you can't run? Like, we have to think smarter instead of just like, I'm just going to swing at your head because I'm a gangster. And, right? Sometimes it's like, fuck all that. Like, go for the niggas left leg. Bah, nigga. Oh, shit, nigga, I can't, nigga can't even, you know what I'm saying? Nigga can't even run. He can't even run. His left leg is fucked up, nigga. Can't even run. Rappers giving you solutions, especially here in Los Angeles. There's all kind of private agencies. Call these private agencies and say, either A, I would like to basically I'm going to pay you for you to train us like certain techniques. Rappers, we have to start moving tactically and militantly. So that's a phone number 424-261-3108. You're very, very welcome. I decided just to, go on a odd time. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see what the numbers will be like at this time in the morning. Put some content up. Yeah, diplomacy. Yeah, true. You gotta, another thing, you gotta get like different races of people on your team. It can't be just niggas, right? So when I say niggas, I mean like whatever gang your gang is from, right? You need brothers from the opposite gang. You need some white boys. You need some Asians. You need some Mexicans for sure, especially in LA, to get you out of those political situations. You know what I'm saying? You did something and now, you know what I'm saying? This certain Mexican, these niggas is on you. Well, okay, you got Mexicans on your team that can help diffuse the situation. Yo, rappers, you have to be able to take a loss. That's another thing. It's okay to take a loss. That goes to all the men, period. It's okay to take a loss, y'all. Sometimes you take a loss to win the war. Yo, I was at the Rams game yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Russell Wilson, he goes back. He's about, 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? He sees a man open, but nah, he's not open. He's covered. Everybody's covered. Oh, if I throw it there, it's going to get intercepted. Now the pressure is on. Right? I got Darnold, what's that nigga name? Aaron Donald right here about to sack me. So I could risk it and throw it long, deep, and just see what happens. Nah, you know what you just do? You let Darnold you let that nigga sack you. And so you just kind of hit the ground and let that nigga touch you. And you just lost 7 yards. Why? Why would you willingly get sacked and lose 7 yards? Well, that's a whole lot better than giving up the ball in good field position and momentum. Sometimes you take the loss beforehand too. Niggas have to suppress their ego. Niggas gotta suppress their ego. Rappers have to move tactically. Rappers have to move more militantly. Rappers have to move more purposely. Rappers have to move like it's straight up war out here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move like it's life or death out here. There's no more you know what I'm saying? Because like, think of it, you're a rapper, everybody knows you. It's especially the gangster rappers. Your ops know where you are. Your ops knew you was being at this location 3 weeks ago when you posted it, or when somebody else posted it. You know what I'm saying? So, we must do better. You know what I'm saying? We must do better. And, there's nobody going to come save us. When I say us, I'm talking about us as, rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really a rapper like that, but like, right? They're not going to pass no legislation in Congress for you. You know what I'm saying? The local politicians, maybe they will. Maybe if we press the local politicians, there's something they can do. But you guys, you know what I'm saying? Especially, we don't want to lose our artists no more. Another thing, as fans, we're gonna have to stop giving up the location of our favorite people. Like the Young Dolph situation, the lady with the cookie store, she means well. But the fact to say that he's always up here and he comes here every so often, you just gave away his location, sister. That might have aided and abetted his death. You know what I'm saying? All right. What else before I get out of here? Oh, yo, you got to move out the hood. Niggas like that's the first one. Yeah, you got to move out the hood. I know we talked about it. Yes. You have to move out the hood. If you're in LA, you got to move to Orange County or something. I know, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Or if you get like a condo, get a condo on a weird part of town where like a nigga can't really identify, where a bunch of Asians live or something. You know what I'm saying? You got to live in gated communities. Another thing too, rappers, you got to stop popping beef. Like, okay. All right, look. Drakeo, he popped so much beef. He popped beef like he had 50 Cent money. He popped shit like he had Tekashi money. He don't. You don't got Tekashi money. But you know what I'm saying? Outside of that, you don't have Snoop money. You don't have Jay-Z, Nas money. You're very, very, very accessible. So you have to suppress your ego. And you can't, you know what I'm saying? Okay, also I made a good point. Is Empire and others banking on death? Now, this is something we spoke on. Now, the answer is no. Let me tell you why. Because okay, let's think of this. So first of all, thank you for the question. That's a great question. I'm going to tell you why, that's not the situation. But it's good to question them, though. It's definitely good to question them. That's something you must do. All right, let me tell you what Empire is. Empire is a distribution network. Okay. What Empire is not a label. Okay. So, if a record label, if there is somebody to benefit from a dead rapper, it would be those who own their publishing and their likeness. Those would be record labels. Empire doesn't do that. What Empire does is they basically figure you have your own label, or you function as a label, or you're with your own label. And what they'll do is they'll just distribute it. So essentially on an independent level, they are an independent, they work with independent record labels. All right, let's think of what a record label is. A record label is a company that has a roster of artists that is creating music that they own to sell, right? To stream and stuff like that. So a rapper gets signed on a label, and then a label has the studio, they have the productions, they have the money, and then they have the lawyers and the A&Rs and the artwork, and then so let's say like NSPW, he's my artist, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he says, you keep masters, they focus on licensing. Yeah, there you go. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. So Empire will take a piece of every sale. They have nothing to do with the actual, or a front deal, but they don't get anything in terms of the royalties and stuff like that. That goes, see, like Nipsey, 100% are his royalties, or any of these people on their label, Empire. Now, the reason why a lot of rappers on Empire is dying is because Empire works with genuine street niggas. You know what I'm saying? They work with real street niggas. You feel me? And these guys, like the people that they sign, they're not babysat by anybody. Right? Like, you got to think of it like the baby is babysat, like, because he's on a label, right? And so therefore his label will tell him, don't do this, don't do that, right? Or Kodak Black or whoever. But these guys are independent. Like, these guys are still in the streets and stuff like that. So, you know, it's very wise to look, see, whatever Empire, they have a problem on their hands. Empire, like, their brand is synonymous with dead rappers and getting rappers killed so they can thrive. That's not good. They have to do something to change that. You know, in full disclosure, I know somebody that you know, started there. Nima Etaman. Shout out to Nima. So this is So LA, well, we're the soul of LA. This is a late night show that I just on the humbug. Just want to see what it do. You know what I'm saying? Where we're talking about Drakeo, the Ruler, Slim 400, and Nipsey, the fallen rappers in LA. What could they do to stay alive and to keep getting to the bag? You know? And so I think I gave at least like 15 reasons. How you move tactically. Why you move tactically. Ain't nobody gonna save us, y'all. We're here to save ourselves. Now, before I go, watch the words you say and put out there, right? Like the gangbang rappers, you know, and the stuff that they do. These guys are committing crimes. These guys are shooting guns. I mean, that energy is gonna come right back at you, bro. Like I say, you know what I'm saying? Tyler, the Creator, and them niggas, they're not dying. They're not getting shot. Vince Staples and niggas like, they're not getting shot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Snow the Product and Dilated Peoples and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Brother Ali and, you know what I'm saying? Sky Zoo and nigga, like, you know? Most Def and Talib Kweli, they're not getting shot at. All right, man. I love you guys. Be good. Be safe. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to sneak in the house for my girl think I was out somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys be good. Follow me on Caffeine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fine. If you see in the description, that's where, you know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I mean? The biggest fan base, and that's where we get it in. I'm building this YouTube. So shout out to everybody on YouTube. We good. We straight. You know what I'm saying? All praise due to Allah. Hope all is well.